That being said, this was something interesting I was looking at yesterday. The Eastern coins, call it, BNB, TRON, PancakeSwap, all new all-time highs, all look like much more organic price movement in what we would expect in a normal alt season, much less manipulated, it feels like. And it almost has me feeling like a lot of the obvious US, you don't call them US backed, US based, but coins that have US founders or US ties, like
Yeah,
Solana.
remember the Venn diagram, US.
Yeah, so a lot of those in the top 10 seem like they've been just staying in these accumulation ranges. The chain, like the ones that are obvious, Chainlink seems to be clearly setting the standard for what is going to be the future of traditional finance and DeFi. Ethereum, clearly tied to the stock market. Chainlink built on Ethereum, tokenization, all of these things, stable coins, all issued on Ethereum. Bitcoin, for example, several other ones like that, Solana, Cardano, XRP, a lot of these top 10 projects feel like they've gotten a bid and then they stay in this range and it looks manipulated. You've got ETFs coming for these products. You don't have ETFs in the US for TRON or BNB or PancakeSwap. And so it just has me wondering, is this big money positioning into these projects compared to TRON and BNB? Have those that been allowed to be a little bit more organic? Just a thought, but if you look at it, TRON all-time high, BNB at or near all-time high. PancakeSwap performing extremely well. That would be like kind of the BNB ecosystem, the TRON ecosystem. Seems to be a much more steady move up than what we've seen with Solanas, with the Ethereums, with the Chainlinks, even though the Chainlinks seem to be at the middle of the infrastructure of what is the future of crypto. So you could argue that's big money, that's old money, that's whales trying to accumulate these things. They're trying to keep this price suppressed until we move into the inevitable price discovery for all of those assets. My gut says it really is institutional accumulation that we're experiencing, and that's why we see a really big blast off next year.